Good morning, y'all, and welcome back, and welcome to Move Day. I know you're surprised as I am that it's beautiful out. That's because here in Vermont, it did the opposite. It rained the entire time we're here, and it's perfect on Move Day.
Go figure. It's like now I want to stay because it's a beautiful day.
Today is our biggest move that we've had since April. Today we're driving 300 miles and we have to figure out where to stop and fill up with all this hooked up. Do you know we haven't filled up with diesel with the trailer hooked up since March?
That's so long
We were back
ago.
in North Carolina the last time we had to do this.
I hope this drive day goes well. These kids haven't been in the car that long either for a while, so we might be a little rusty.
Before we go on the road, several of you guys have asked me, what do I do with my Blue Technology water softener and water filter and all my lines on travel day? Well, I'm gonna show you. Step one, you have to turn it off. Once the water's bled out, all you gotta do is disconnect all the QDs. Once you're disconnected, it's really simple. I just let the water drain out. And these little ones get 2 loops, come back together. And then the big one. I will say this one matters, which way you roll it, because it's got a twist in it. And usually you don't know until you're halfway and it stops. And that is how we travel with our hoses. For the water softener, all we do is tilt it upside down, let it drain the water out. Then once the water's out, it goes in the bed of the truck. Same with the water filter. I just let some water drain out, and it goes in the back of the truck. So this is where they ride in the truck. The water filter goes there, and the water softener goes right there, and I use 2 of my jack blocks to keep it from tipping over. That is the way we travel with our water softener and our water filter and our hoses. But that's because we're full-time. That's gonna be hooked up again tonight. So those of you that don't travel full-time and you just may use it for a weekend here and there, there's actually different things you do when you're putting it up for extended periods of time. So like the water softener, if you're gonna be more than 7 days not using it, you need to do a back flush, a regeneration, and then store it dry. The same for the water filters. You would pull the filters out and store them in a plastic bag, and then you would flush and store the filter housing dry. The hoses, you would let them air dry too and try to store everything dry so that the next time you go to use it, they're fresh. But for us, since that stuff never gets a break, it rides right there for a few hours and then gets hooked back up later tonight. Thank you. Do you want a train horn?
You want to hear a train horn? Hold on, we'll give it just a sec. Are you ready? Woo! She jumped up. Bye, you guys. Hey, girls, Kaden, are you ready for a train horn?
Yeah.
Where are we headed?
To Maine.
To Maine, to New York.
To New York. That's going to be a city of kids.
A city of kids.
We haven't told her that we're not going to the city again. We're going to the country of New York.
She said she missed New York. She missed the bus ride.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll be doing that bus ride again.
The bus ride was pretty fun.
It was fun. Here we go.
All right, say goodbye to Vermont. Welcome to New York, and welcome to the Pilot Truck Station. We're gonna fill up with some diesel, get some lunch, then get back on the road. It's been about 100 miles, but it's taken us 2.5 hours. It was a beautiful drive, but a very long, windy road. You know, I wasn't lying this morning when I said it's been a long time since I had to fill the truck up with the RV hooked up. Here we are to Pilot, and I forgot, my fuel card doesn't work at Pilot's, so now I have to go inside and turn it on. All right, we're back. It's time to put some diesel in this thing. You know, I've only been in New York for a few miles now. So far, New York, your roads are not that great. All right, diesel and depth, all topped off. Next order of business, going to get Subway and Dunkin' Donuts from inside the truck stop. New York had bags, I wouldn't be doing this. This is so hard. Lunchtime's over, time to hit the road. See you guys at the next stop. While we drive, enjoy this awesome footage of beautiful New York. Did y'all know that New York looked like this? I didn't know New York looked like this when you get away from the city. Look at this. This part of New York looks pretty awesome. Well, 7.5 hours and 300 miles later, we're here at the KOA in Watkins Glen, New York. Check out this site. Look at this swing yacht.
Hey, so I love this place because there is a pirate ship park.
Oh yeah, there's a pirate ship playground.
It is.
How big was the pirate ship?
This big.
It was huge. Buddy, you like this place?
Yes.
That's awesome. Look at our patio.
Yeah, this is so cool. Yeah. We also have a big space to ride our bikes and scooters.
That's right. The only thing that's not so cool about this site, not really a big deal until you get ready to leave, is look at this hill we're on. You have to go up a hill to get out. I can promise you, when we get ready to leave, we're gonna back out, because this right here was pretty ugly when we were unhooking. See you guys in the morning. Guys, guess what? We just got a package delivered here at the KOA here in New York, and what's in here is going to be awesome for our RV and awesome for some of the situations we ran to in the Northeast. So what's in the box? These are RVAC Solutions Soft Starters for our AC units. Several times on this trip, we've had to choose between 50 amp and no sewer and 30 amp with sewer. Well, we chose 50 amp and no sewer because we love ACs. So these things are supposed to reduce your startup current by 70%. They have over and under voltage protection, over current protection, and they have a built-in self-learning algorithm. These right here are gonna change the kind of sites that we can reserve, because now we'll be able to run multiple ACs in our rig on a 30 amp service. First step, we're gonna go up on top of the RV and I'm gonna show you guys how to figure out what model of soft start you need. They have a 9 amp and a 16 amp, and all the information you need to figure out what you need is on the AC unit itself. Welcome to the roof. First step, that cover has to get out of the way. You need to pull the cover off your AC and look at the information on the side of your AC unit to figure out which model you need. You look at the RLA rating on the compressor of the AC, and if it's less than 9, you choose the 9 amp model, and if it's more than 9, you choose the 16 amp model. Before we do the install, we're going to show you how many amps this AC pulls when you turn it on. So right now, we have it off, and we're going to turn it on and see what the startup amps are. We had 20 amps as the startup, and it's hovering now at 7.4 amps while running. Now we're gonna do a little experiment on what happens when you try to run two ACs on a 30 amp service. We have switched over from a 50 amp to a 30 amp. We're on a 30 amp service and we have no ACs on. We're gonna go ahead and turn the main one on. All right, the main one's on.
AC1.
Now let's see if we can turn the bedroom on and not trip the breaker.
AC2.
Okay, we didn't trip the breaker. Let's turn on the third AC.
There it went. Blew the breaker.
Interesting.
You can't run 3 ACs off a 30 amp breaker.
We just learned something. because in the past I've had problems with 2 ACs on 30 amp. Now that we know the numbers, it all makes sense. So 1 AC takes 20 amps to start up, but only 7.5 to run. So when I had 2 going, it was 7.5 running with 20 to start, so that's only 27, which means you won't trip the 30 amp breaker. But once it's running, it's only pulling about 15 amps. When I started the third one and added another 20 to it, that finally put you over 30 and tripped the breaker. So essentially, with these soft starts, I should be able to run 3 AC units on a 30 amp supply. We're gonna wire this up. We think we have it figured out. It's actually a lot simpler than the instructions make it out to be, but there you have your capacitor. You take the white wire, which is from the compressor. It used to go right here. You pull it off and hook it to the brown wire of the soft start. And in its place, you put the red wire from the soft start. Then you take the blue wire from the soft start and put it on the back side, which I believe, is that the hot side or the cold side?
I believe that's the hot side of the capacitor.
And then the final wire is you take this black and purple and you splice in the black from the soft start. And then it should be good to go.
So it hit 12 for about a split second, and then it went to 6.5 and stayed there. 6.67, 6.53.
So it's almost half.
Almost half, yeah.
Because we saw 24 once and 12 once.
Right.
I mean, 24 and 20.
Correct.
So now it's 12. That's pretty significant.
Yeah, it's split in half.
And looks like we wired it up correctly, even though the instructions are fuzzy at best.
Now we know.
Now we know.
One down.
It should only take about 30 seconds. It took like maybe 30 minutes for this first one, mostly reading instructions. All right, 1 down, 2 to go. If my math's correct, we'll see you in a minute. That was not as easy as I thought. Not terrible. You learn on the first one. The second one has the heat pump, so it changes a little bit. The front one's the same as the back one. It took about an hour to wire up all 3. Now we're gonna switch back to 30 amp supply right here at the pedestal and see if we can run all 3 AC units on a 30 amp supply. 30 amp power supply, we're gonna start turning on all of the ACs. All right, main one came on. Now for the bedroom one came on. Now let's see if we can run 3 ACs on a 30 amp supply with the soft starts. Ideally, it should work because right now with 2 running, we have 15 amps and we should have about 12 amps on the startup of the third AC, so it shouldn't go over 30. Here goes the garage. It appears they're all 3 running. Yep. Running, the one here in the main room, running, and the one back here in our bedroom, running. You can run 3 AC units on a 30 amp supply if you have soft starters installed on your AC units. Now that's pretty awesome. I actually thought I could only run 2, but we found out that I can't run 2 normally, cannot run 3 without the soft starts. That's pretty cool. So we got these soft starts installed on all 3 AC units. And now they've partnered with us and they're gonna allow us to give one away to one of you guys out there. So if you want your very own RV soft start for your AC unit, go to pavingnewpass.com and get yourself some merch. The contest runs from today through August 31st. So head over right now, get yourself some merch, and get yourself in to win your very own soft start for your AC. What are we doing?
I have no idea. This is like when I told you we're going to a lumberjack show. I don't really know what this is about. I'm just here for the party.
What was that all about?
What in the world did you bring me to? This seems dangerous. Like, I need more stands because they're gonna come through this fence and hit me. Why are they turned sideways?
That's what they do.
I'm sure there are women who do this, but men are crazy. There's no way I would do this. He's got his race car shirts on. I think they're pretty fitting for what we're we're watching here. We kind of look like them. It makes my heart like race, like I'm nervous. Don't get me wrong, it's entertaining, but they're crazy. It's pretty awesome. I'm no longer in fear of my life or my children's life. They're doing a good job of not hitting this wall, so let's keep it up, guys.
It's intermission. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know about these classes. I just know they're very efficient at racing.
They
and
are.
It's loud and awesome.
It is pretty awesome. And now that I've gotten over the fear, this is fun. I think it's going to get a lot faster though, now that we're kind of getting, didn't he say this is like the finals coming up or something? So.
So we survived our first dirt track racing.
It was awesome.
You tried it?
I was skeptical in the beginning, but I'm so glad we stayed and stuck it out because it was worth it.
That last round, they were called modified something. When they get going, it's like a dirt storm. You can't even see the cars. You just hear them go by and it's just a cloud of dust. Did you like the race cars?
Yeah.
How'd they go?
So fast.
What sound did they make? Vroom.
I go like this.
Oh.
That's how the one she chose was driving.
All right.
Well, good morning and welcome back. We're going adventuring today with our friends Cody and Angela to Watkins Glen State Park. But look what the dirt track did to my truck last night. I mean, I know my truck wasn't that clean, but man, it looks atrocious right now.
I'm on map duty. Kaden, where are we? So Angela just told me we're here.
And where do we want to go?
Here.
And how do we get there? Do we go right?
Do we go this way?
We do go that way.
The only reason I know is because he just told me. I don't read maps.
Are y'all ready to go under the waterfall?
This is so awesome. Who knew New York had all this? I thought they were just New York City.
Who knew New York was just as cool as New Hampshire?
I know, this place is so cool.
New York, you're not just an awesome city, you're an awesome non-city.
You're an awesome country.
It's not really a country.
No, I mean like country setting, like country folk.
She means country, like where we're from, country.
Not city-fied, country-fied. This is cool country.
Your city's also pretty cool too. Is New York a whole lot cooler than you thought it was?
Absolutely. I mean, we liked our time in New York City, but this is just like polar opposites of each other. This is so amazing that the state has all this.
This is just like New Hampshire. This is what we like to do.
I am a beach girl. Give me white sand and a beach. But I think I'm slowly becoming a waterfall girl, because anytime there's even just a little droplet of water falling, I love it.
You know what comes with waterfalls? Mountains and trees. probably wondering who these two random people with GoPros are hanging out with us today. This is Cody and Angela.
Hi guys.
They're our friends that we met in Big Bend, Texas 6 months ago. And here we are again in New York, meeting up. And they actually have their own YouTube channel called Untethered.
RV Untethered at YouTube.
I'll put it down below. You should go check them out. What did you do to your other kid?
She's got all the energy. I'm here for it. It sure beats her being in the back crying that she's tired. You have all the
Kayla is usually our barometer on how long hiking can go, and right now she's way up there. Like she said, I'm the leader, no one passed me. What'd you do to her?
I'm here for it. Hey, she got some decent sleep. She's ready to go.
What a better way to reward ourselves after hiking than to go eat some food.
And Kevin had the bright idea to eat on the lake, and it's such a pretty view.
So we're here in Watkins Glen, and that is Seneca Lake, and we're gonna eat down there at that restaurant. If you ain't first, you're last.
You ain't first, you're last, and I was first today.
Look at that.
Oh. So where do we do the burnouts? You don't like big red gum.
If you don't like big red gum, you know.
You want to line up side by side?
I'm the only one in this group who has no idea what we're talking about.
Hey man, if you're not first, you're last. That ain't true.
You can be
There's second,
third. Heck, you can be fifth.
there's even sixth.
You can get side by side.
Y'all have no idea what's going on. We're gonna be Ricky Bobby today. So in case you're wondering what it is me and Cody are doing, we're here at Watkins Glen Raceway, and we're gonna drive his truck and my truck around the track. Look what just showed up behind us. Like, I know we have two Super Duties right here, but look what third is. Third is a really beautiful Ford. He's probably gonna be not very impressed with the speed we're going.
No. It's a bad idea that the two F-350s showed up and got in the front of the line.
We're not allowed to race. We already got told there's no passing, there's no getting close. You follow the pace car, stay in your spot. But still, that horse right there wants to run. All right, it's almost time. We're getting ready to load up and take our laps. Good thing we got the number 1 and 2 spots ahead of this horse right here. That is a pretty car. Look how excited Bob is.
Bob said he's ready to race.
You ready to go racing, Bob?
Woo-hoo.
Heck yeah, I love painting racetracks.
Okay, this is kind of awesome. What you think, Bob?
I love this. Woo!
Bob's a woo girl. I love it.
They're letting us do a pit stop right here at the finish line. He told me he has his in track mode, and I said, I do too. Mine is also in track mode right now. Will you do me the honors and give me some revs?
Sure. A little loud.
It's just right.
Can we have our Shelby again? I miss it.
I told the Shelby guy we're gonna hold back on this last lap,
Oh yeah?
and he says, "I'm coming for you." And I was like, "I bet I hold you off." He can't pass me, so I'm gonna win by default.
Kevin also told him, "You didn't pass me." And he said, "I'm not allowed to pass you." I said, "Yeah." He definitely wanted to pass you, I bet.
Oh yeah, I could see him out there just joyriding off to the
Yeah,
side.
trying to go side to side. Hey girls, was that fun?
Yeah.
Yeah? Were we going really fast?
Yeah.
Yeah? Bubba, what did you think?
Yes.
Did he sleep the whole time? He didn't even know we were racing.
I'd like to thank all my sponsors. I'd like to know where we can pick up the big check. Where's Victory Lane?
Tom Cruise. Use your
You
witchcraft.
just go watch Talladega Nights and you'll understand all the sayings.
That's what I'm doing tonight, watching Talladega Nights, because I don't understand any of this.
If you ain't first, you're last.